A lovely musical interlude, or introduction, rather, from the AKIRA soundtrack. Have you seen AKIRA? The major motion picture, the animated manga classic from whoever it was, Katsuhiro Otomo, who made AKIRA. This is a character this is Tetsuo. You all know who he is. You've all seen the shit. You know the movie, the soundtrack, all of that. This is part of all of that. And this is part of it. I don't think the AKIRA soundtrack will get copyright stricken, but I guess we'll bloody find out. You mother shitters. We should be so lucky, I suppose. Number 2 in my characters with one big arm project, Tetsuo. Of course, technically at this stage he was not really doing this. He was all in pain, and then he swelled up completely and destroyed everything. But you know, for the sake of a cool drawing, we've got his arm like that because it looks cool. That's why. You sodding shit sods. So this was, I drew a rough drawing. This was my rough drawing. I traced it in light blue ballpoint pen and then inked over it with a Pentel brush pen. Oh yeah, used by the professionals, of which I am not remotely one. Yeah, all right. I did record a little bit of me inking most of the line art of this. I'll make a separate video of me drawing Tetsuo. Because I said I'd try to record the other ones of these that I drew, because I drew Lobo, wherever the bloody hell he/she is. Up there. There we go. I drew Lobo, Lady Lobo with a big arm. And then halfway through drawing it, I thought, oh, I should really record these. That would make some cool videos. So for the further ones, I will aim to do just that. And I figured since I'm recording it, I may as well fucking babble over the top, get a podcast out of it, because why the blood not? So I'm doing just that. Yeah, Pentel brush pen and a ballpoint. I know a lot of people would rather use, like drawing pens with wee little nibs on them, but I'm much more a fan of the ballpoint pen. Obviously, goes to my brand and all. Excuse me. But also I prefer the gradients and such that you can get out of a ballpoint pen, rather than the standard drawing fucking whatever micron peens. Oh, here's a trickety trick. The old Tipex pen. This vein here needs to be popped out a little bit. And that'd do. Just to pull it over the muscle of the arm a tad. The part of the challenge might be trying to finish this drawing during the podcast, which is why I didn't bother talking over the line art, because that's just whatever. So I'll do the shading and such while I talk and see how far I can get with it all. Lots of little hatch lines, which is a very simple way of giving form to something like that. It's just little hatches coming up from the bottom, just to indicate form and such. Ugh. As far as talking points go, I was worried, would you believe, that I'd have naught to talk about. I don't tend to have opinions on much. I don't really care for world events and things. I could discuss current climates and memes and whatever. But then something incredible happened. No, not really. You know, this is my life. Nothing incredible ever happens. Let's be honest. Not that I'd really want incredible things to happen, because frankly, it'd probably be a lot more effort than it's worth to have amazing things happen all the time, or even just once or twice, or ever. So anyway, Jesus. This is very, very recently, like literally just before I went to record this. So I posted today's drawing on my Instagram, which was, let's see if it's right. Yes, this drawing of you and Toba, assisted suicide. See, I've got a genie with one wish I used to have him put a pillow over my face and murder me, or rather assist in my suicide. Suicide by genie. There you go, there's a first. So I posted that, and then very soon after got a comment. And this is the type of comment I've had an issue with before, but never really brought up. And the comment went like this. I'll paraphrase rather than say the whole bloody thing. Oh, if you've got a genie and you use one wish to do that, that's a bit of a waste. Why not wish to have a better life? Lol. You just wasted your wish. You could have wished to have a better life. Lol. That was the gist of it, basically. And in essence, that's the joke. See, the joke is that I'm so depressed that had I a genie, rather than use, you know, any of the wishes to make my life better, which I absolutely could do, I'm so, you know, depressed and suicidal, and I thought, fuck it, just do me in. Stick a pillow over my face until I stop moving, as you would an old lady on a cancer ward. Hold a pillow over Grandma's face. Fuck you, Grandma. You're dead now. At peace. Oh, did you see Joker? Spoilers, he killed his mum by holding a pillow over her face. Just like that. But yeah, as I say, that's the joke. So if you happen to listen to this and you're the person who left that comment, you know, my apologies for being so harsh, but fuck you, you piece, that's a fucking joke. It's like if you were to say, what's a joke? What's a joke we could use? Shit, I had one ready, but now I've forgotten it. Oh shit, that didn't work too well, did it? Never mind. God damn it, what was the fucking joke? Shit. It was going to be so relevant and worthwhile, I promise. But now it's not. Of course. Stands to reason. Why would anything ever work the way I want it to? I'm legitimately trying to remember the joke I had in mind, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember said joke. Oy, what a pain, what a pain, what a pain. Well, I suppose I can use this to manoeuvre into my next bit, which was going to be this, using my my connection to ye old internet. I was going to Google some classic jokes and ruin them with the same energy with which that joke was ruined. Not that I'm, bitter or upset about it or anything, but it bothers me, because it's not hard to just get a joke, but then to see someone's I drew a picture of a genie smothering somebody. It's clearly not a serious drawing, and then to take it seriously enough to go, oh, but then why did you do that? Shouldn't you just do this instead? Well, yeah, maybe, but that's the joke, Right, classic jokes. Go classic, golden, not olden jokes. There we go. Let's look up some classic jokes. I'm sure these will be great. Oh shit! I just remembered. It's not on the page. A similar one is, but I just remembered. So I said I had a genie killing me because that's the joke. And they said, "Oh, why don't you just use the genie to wish for a better life?" Because that's the joke. So that is as if to say, I saw a man travelling, and fucked it up. I came across a man who said he'd been travelling for many, many days. I used the word, okay. Cut, re-edit, put it together. I was walking along the street when I came across a man. He said he'd been travelling so far and hadn't had a bite in 3 days. So I bit him. That's the joke. Obviously, the implication being he hadn't had a bite to eat in 3 days. So, taking the word bite, I bit him. Get it? Yeah, of course you do, because it's a joke. But then you'd get someone, and I don't want to be like that, but it's usually a girl who goes, well, shouldn't you just get him some food? Because surely biting the guy would just make his situation worse. So instead of aggravating things, why not just, give him some food? Well, because that's the fucking joke, piece of shit. You fucking humorless cunt. You fucking fuck. How about you fucking drink some calcium and strengthen your funny bone, you fucking arsehole. Stop ruining my mediocre jokes on Instagram. Do you get the point? Yeah, I'm sure you got the point. The first time I made it, you went, oh, I see what you're talking about, Ewan. But you know what? I'll make it again and again and again. Because I'm doing a podcast and I need something to fucking talk about while I'm drawing Tetsuo Coon from the film AKIRA. I said to the gym instructor, can you teach me to do the splits? He said, how flexible are you? I said, I can't make Tuesdays. Oh, what a rip-roarer of a joke that is. Apparently that's on a website of classic jokes. How is that a classic joke? I've never heard it in my life. Frankly, I never want to hear it again because it fucking stinks as a joke. But if we apply our joke-killing cunt logic to it, that would be, I said to the gym instructor, can you teach me to do the splits? He said, how flexible are you? I said, I can't make Tuesdays. Oh, no. See, I think you're mistaken. What he meant was, how flexible is your body in terms of being able to do the splits already? Not how flexible is your timetable that you can fit the classes in to your busy schedule. Yeah, I know that's what he meant, but that was the joke. You dumb peasant. You fucking farm animal. You inbred turd. Shall we do another one? Have you got the point already? Shall I force some more of these on you? Police arrested 2 kids yesterday. One was drinking battery acid and the other was eating fireworks. They charged one and let the other off. See, because charging a battery and letting off a fire, that's the joke. But of course, in comes the old humour vacuum. Oh, let me suck up all of this humour. Ah, what delicious humour that was for me to suck up and ruin for all of you. Well, of course they'd charge one, but why would they let the other one off? But then why would you arrest a person for drinking battery acid? That just seems silly. I mean, it's probably not a sensible thing to do, but it's not a crime, so why would he have been arrested in the first place? And if you're going to arrest one person for drinking battery acid, why would you let someone go for eating fireworks? That just seems redundant. Oh, because you dumb fucking piece of vagina. It's a fucking joke. So if someone says, I'm so sad, if I had a genie, my one wish would be to die, you don't then go, why don't you use your wish to make your life better, to, I don't know, win the lottery or just make you happy in general or whatever. Because that's the fucking joke, you piece of shit. Of course, there's every chance that the person who left the comment on my drawing was also kidding around. It's unlikely. I had a brief look at their page and it doesn't seem like they're the sort of person to really fuck with suicide jokes and such. I know it takes all sorts and, I shouldn't be one to judge, but frankly, I'm a bloody good judge of character, so I'll judge away. I'll be judge, jury and executioner. I'll murder you in your sleep. I'll burn your house down and you and your family will all be dead. No. Point being, it's a fucking joke. Don't ruin it. Funny is like, I mean, I call myself a comedian. I like to think I'm funny. And even if I'm not funny, I know what funny is. Like, I know funny. I know how funny works. I know how to make unfunny things funny. And I know what ruins funny things. So I'll make a joke about suicide, even if it doesn't hit, if it doesn't land, if it's not really funny. If someone comes in and fucking spoils it, I know exactly how it's spoiled. And I'll fucking call them a C word on my podcast unnecessarily. When they might have even just been trying to help me out. Be like, oh, I was just caring for you because, you seem down and maybe you should just try it. But then they ended their sentence with lol. So, frankly, fuck yourself. You're just ruining my joke. And I shan't have it. I shan't stand for it. And fuck off. Ruining my joke, you joke ruining big fucking piece of shit. Fuck you. I can die. A lorry load of tortoises crashed into a trainload of terrapins. What a turtle disaster. See, it's almost a play on words. Oh, no. I think you mispronounced the word. It's total disaster. Oh, thank you for letting me know that. I'm glad we could now come to a place where we're on the understanding that the word that should have been used was total. No, it was a total disaster involving turtles. It wasn't really a turtle disaster. Well, I guess in a way it was a turtle disaster. Give a shit. I think this bit's dead already. There's me talking about, I know what's funny, and then I repeat the same fucking gag bit again and again and again and again and again. So hi, how are you all doing? I hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying the Halloween season. Hope you're all doing fun things. I know I am. What have you been up to? Well, glad you asked. I'm glad someone cares enough to ask. Well, you know, it's been sort of sitting around like this, doing, you know, this and that, mostly, specifically this and little else. Like I said, I don't even, I wouldn't even want an exciting life. I wouldn't want things to happen ever, you know. Ugh, yucky. Oh, ew. Who wants to have things happen when I could just sort of sit around all day and, you know, occasionally draw something rather than, you know, actually do things and experience life and what it has to offer. I mean, come on. Who wants to do that shit? Fuck you! Do shit. Ooh. You know, not that I really get invited out to do things, but if I did, then... I mean, I don't directly get invited out, but I have been told that, hey, Ewan, there's a thing going on, and obviously you're welcome to join it. And then I go, oh, that's really cool, thanks for letting me know. And then I stay home because fuck that shit. Like I'm going to go out and do anything ever. Life's got so much to offer, and you can learn and experience and grow and yeah, you can shit in my mouth. Just because. There you go. Experience shitting in my mouth. Go on, I dare you. Oh no, that's weird. Yeah, well, that's what I want to experience in life. Why don't you shut up? Don't fucking life experience shame me. You fuck. Shall we take a break? Not like a real break, but like an almost break. Excuse me. I need feedback, people. I've asked before if oh, and maybe I haven't asked properly. If you prefer me to stay on track with just one thing during the podcast. So if I'm drawing Tetsuo, would you rather I just shut up and fucking draw Tetsuo? Or would you like me to slip a little something else in? Just to, you know, mix it up. Let me know. Comment below. Either on my Patreon or YouTube or fucking whatever. Just give me a little, you know, just something, please. Just let me know if you prefer just one item of business per podcast. Or if in fact you do want me to like slip in something else, just show you what else I'm up to. Because I might be up to other things too, and then, you know, you could get involved and be interested in things. And, you know, I don't talk to people on a daily basis, so it might be nice to have a way of sharing shit I'm doing with someone rather than not doing that. So next month, obviously at the time of recording this, it's the 29th, I think, of October, very nearly Halloween, very nearly November, very nearly Butt-vember. Wow, that's a thing. Here's some butts that I've drawn. That'll be, there you go, a sneak peek at some butts that will be featured during Butt-vember. These are some of the early ones I'll be featuring. That's nice. And then I'll feature a bunch more afterwards. I'm going to aim to get out one butt a day for the entirety of the month, whilst at points maybe posting things in between intermittently if I have other drawings and things to show, other videos, podcasts maybe. Oh, it's got a goblin face on it, because that was taken from a photo wherein I was lucky enough to be in contact with a butt and paint a little goblin's face on it, so threw that in there. I also, as you can see, similarly to how I draw Tetsuo in that, I start with a rough drawing and then I trace over it as I have done to get, you know, to maximise page usage. 4 butts per page seems reasonable. That's about the average size I draw butts, owing to the the nib size of ballpoint pen. Any bigger than that, it just starts to get a bit silly, a bit unwieldy. So I do rough drawings of them and then trace over them, and then add shade, colour, form and shape and such. So I probably will within the month of Buttvember slip in a couple of me drawing butt videos, which will be something, I guess. I'm trying to make more videos, is what I'm saying. I might do a couple of podcasts of them. I'm going to try to contact some of the people whose butts I'm drawing to get permission to show photos of their butts alongside the drawing of the butt that I'm doing. That way I can show you directly, how it goes from butt to drawing, and you can see how accurate or not accurate I am with the drawings. If that sounds good to any of you, and if it doesn't, well, I'll do it anyway. Fuck you, give a shit. Did any of you see my desk tour video I did? Oh, I'll put a link in the description so you can all see my desk tour video. I give you a tour of the desk I'm currently sat at. It's on my YouTube channel. Did I make... Oh no, I think that was only on my Patreon. Oh, well, there you go. For Patreon people, did you see my desk tour? It was really exciting. I'll probably make that public soon. It was for my Patreon patrons first, but I'll make it public so everyone can see my desk. Oh, fun times, bloody wow. Shit all over my penis from too much anal sex with people who don't wash out their anus before having anal sex. What a do. Tetsuo's arm is a bit of a pain in the ass to draw because, big gnarly mutated arm thing, but then as soon as you start drawing it, you go, oh, how mutated? Like where do I draw mutations? What kind of mutations do I draw? Just big lumps everywhere? Or is it like the Hulk where he's just got big muscles? Obviously there is a film that I can take reference from, but I try not to just draw directly from the reference points. Because then what's the fucking point? Not to say you shouldn't ever do that, because if you're into it, then fucking do it. Give a shit. But it's not the drawing I want to achieve. Not that my drawing's going to be hugely original, because ultimately it's a drawing of a character who exists. But try to make it at least a little bit special. I try for you guys. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying for you. I just want to make cool shit for you to look at. And, to justify you giving me any kind of money at all. Because why would you otherwise? Here's one major problem I have when recording drawings is when I draw, I usually do this. But see, that's not very practical in terms of actually showing what I'm drawing, is it? So I have to sort of sit back and reach out and touch me. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's just not what I'm used to, and therefore it's not what I'm most comfortable doing. And therefore I may not achieve the greatest results whilst recording drawings, as opposed to that I would when not recording. Maybe some of the detail will get lost and such. But ultimately, gives a shit. Just draw the fucking thing, Ewan. Draw, monkey. Draw. Earn the money I'm paying you, you fucking piece of shit. See those tiny little zigzaggy hatches? Hatchlings. Can give lots and lots of form to the smallest little lines. So just pull the veins up with them. Just a little bit. Because that's what it's all about. Whoa, okay. Whoa. Jesus. Doctor, doctor, I can't stop singing the green, green grass of home. That sounds like Tom Jones syndrome. Is it common? It's not unusual. Huh? Huh? That's his song. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. I like to say that I like Tom Jones, and then I actually listen to his music and go, maybe not. Like the song, What's New Pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa. That bit of the song's good. The rest of the song's fucking bullshit. I don't give a shit about it. But of course, well, I guess that joke can't really be ruined in the same way, can it? Is it common? It's not unusual. Oh, well, that's a very understandable, reasonable thing for the doctor to say. I'm sure he'll follow up with statistics on just how unusual the condition is. Or you could say, really, Tom Jones syndrome? I didn't think that was actually a thing that exists. No, you dummy, it's just... Also, I don't know the song, The Green, Green Grass of Home. So I assume that's a Tom Jones song. But again, shows how much I actually know and like Mr. Tom Jones. I hear he's lovely, for what it's worth, which is nothing. Give a shit. There's no need for me to have an opinion on Tom Jones, which is ultimately celebrity culture. Like everyone goes, oh, I think this about this person and this about this. Doesn't matter. You don't need to have an opinion on them. They're rich and famous. They don't know you exist, so there's no need for you to worry about them or what they're doing at all. Just fucking ignore them. Maybe they'll go away. We can dream. We can also dream about having a genie that I can get to murder me in my sleep. Maybe one day, eh? Maybe one day. Not sure I will finish this. Again, if I don't finish it, if I don't feel it's finished in a time frame of what would be adequate for the podcast, I'll just play the rest of the video of me drawing it really quick at the end. Put my fade out music on, made by my friend Josh, known as Spooky J on SoundCloud. And then you'll see the rest of it being drawn. And then, of course, I'll put it as one whole video of just me drawing Tetsuo, which I will more than likely make public on my YouTube rather than just for my Patreon patrons. Occasionally I'll hear people talking about their Patreons, whoever they be, you know, porn stars and the like, the sorts of people I, you know, look at. And they'll say, oh, this one's for my Patreons. Oh, and I get so incensed, and I say to myself, you fucking idiot! It's patrons. They are patrons of your Patreon page. Patrons, like, you know, you're patrons of a shop or a fucking whatever. But then I go, do you know what? Doesn't matter. Calm down. Fucking chill out. You've got enough to be angry about as it is. Don't, you know, get your old heart worked up about it. Because chances are you're going to be one of those people who has a heart attack at a very young age. Because, you know, it's in my family, it's in my blood to have issues like that. So that'll be fun. I look forward to that. Falling down in the stockroom at work at my day job, clutching my chest, my left arm all tingly from blood loss or whatever, however that works. And someone going, oh shit, Ewan, you're all right. And I'll be like, I can't fucking my heart, oh fuck. And then they'll be like, oh shit, got someone phone an ambulance. And then, I mean, if nothing else, I get the day off work, I suppose. But of course, if I'm lucky, if I'm really, really lucky, don't take this too seriously. If I'm really lucky, I'll die when that happens. I'll die of a heart attack, and then I won't have to carry on anymore. Pretending I'm making a living through art, carrying on a day job that I'd rather not be at. You know, like every other human ever. Oh, but I'm creative, I'm special, I should be able to make a living doing it. Should you? Why don't you shut up? Not entirely sure how long I've been going. See, this records in bits because of that's the way my phone does things. So I'm not sure how much time I've been going for, but I might do the old shut my fucking mouth, finish this drawing, and then play it at speed on the podcast. If not now, then shortly. If I just start going quiet, then I'll probably just say fuck it. But of course, through the magic of editing, I can fucking whatever, can't I, really? Knock knock. Who's there? Doctor Who. Exactly. No, I think he was asking what's your surname, rather than if you were in fact Doctor Who from the popular British television series. Oh, thank you for clarifying, Mrs. I don't fucking know what a joke is, lady. Mrs. Oh, were you having fun and enjoying yourself? Let me just stop that for you right here and now. Mrs. Oh, I'm sure she means well. There's no need to fucking badmouth her. But ultimately, fuck that bitch. You fucking bitch. Ruined my joke. I'll show you how to fucking ruin something. When I kick your dog in its stupid dog face. Oh no, you can be mean to people, but don't be mean to animals, you, and that's just uncalled for. They're innocent and boo boo boo. Yeah, but it's funny when you kick a dog and it goes. Good times. Good bloody times kicking dogs. Did you see that video where I called a dog a prick by way of post-it note? Well, that was funny. Hey, remember that bit where I try to make an interesting video by referencing other videos that I've made. Hey, wasn't I funny when I did this? Isn't it funny when you and this? Hey, isn't Ewan funny when you and Ewan and Ewan, 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 Ewan? Oh, isn't Ewan just bloody funny? Oh, please watch my podcast and tell me what you think. Please tell me how funny I am. Please say you're enjoying the content I'm putting out. Tell me how funny, please. Oh, validate me. Ooh. Please, I need it. Penis. I think I'll cut the fucking now and then the arm. If you want to see the full thing, then, you know, watch till the... But ultimately I'm going to just, for ease of... end on a high note. That's where... Take them up and go pop at the end. Don't drop down on a... Because you want to leave on a high note. Let's ruin another let's not do that bit again. So this is all going to be in shadow, so I'll just straight up. You're scribbling over everything, Ewan. Are you mad? Are you a madman? Well, several doctors have suggested that no, in fact, I'm not. I'm terribly well adjusted. I've just experienced certain things in life, and owing to genetic things, you know, my brain's wired in such a way that I feel certain ways about certain things, but ultimately, no, not crazy at all. So fuck you if you go saying things like that. Oh, Ewan's fucking retarded. No, actually, he's just a bit weird. And even a bit weird is a bit of a oversimplification of the situation. In reality, he's perfectly normal. He's just, you know, dealing with his life experiences in a certain way that comes across as this. Or is he on the spectrum? Or maybe, but then aren't we all? Okay, I'm going to cut now because fucking piss. That's why piss and cum.